Yes, this is the main project, but today we're going to do another little one. Let's call it a side quest. So Lou's got fed up with this being a bit of a building site and she wants somewhere nice to sit. And this is the area that's been selected, but you can see there's a big beast in the way. No way. Success. And now we need beast number 2. He's been sleeping in here for say 6 to 8 months roughly. Wish me luck. All sorted.
Beast number 3.
He's crashed it already. Clutch! Do not crash into my car! Jesus Christ, that's Callum, that's Lou's nephew. He's come to help me and he's earning a little bit of money on the school holidays. I've taught him how to drive now. Obviously he's not very good at it. I only taught him yesterday. Okay, first job, we need to clear all of this. We're gonna make some space down there. Welcome to the new storage yard. That is about 7 meters by 16. Should be able to get plenty of stuff there. Okay, we're all clear and I'm ready to stop. I just want to have a beer, but we need to carry on because I've booked the aggregate for tomorrow and then the hogging for the next day. So this needs to be done. It is 6:30 at the moment, is that right? We need to at least mark out, dig it out and get the materials over ready for tomorrow. We are going 4.8 by 3.8. Right, we're all set up, ready to dig. I got my laser level out. I did get the sensor, but we're losing light at the moment and we can easily see the green laser outside. Callum's gonna use this and then he's gonna put it down and tell me whether I need to dig a little bit more or not. I did say, do you work in millimeters or centimeters? He said that, which is about 80 mil, he said 200 centimeters. No, he said 20. I mean, it's still that far out anyway. But he can't tell me. So normally I'd say, right, tell me how much more I need to dig. So he just needs to go like that. It's 10:30, we've got the crushed aggregate. That is not particularly clean, it's got little bits of metal in, but it will do. And we finished up at 9:30 in the dark. That's how far we've got. It's pretty much there, that is relatively flat. Because it was dark, I didn't quite see, and I must have done it right at the end. We've thrown a track. It's just slipped off the back. And I wouldn't normally know how to do this because I've never done it, but that's what YouTube is for. We just need to undo this under here. Touching now? How much of a gap is there underneath? About that much? Yeah. Show me. We are back on tensioned. I had to borrow my neighbour's grease gun to do that because this one weren't having it. That end is fucked. Need a new one of them. Okay, it's 24 degrees, I'm sweating my bollocks off. We've went round the edge, just tidying it all up. Callum was on the, what do you call it, the hoe. And I got in the digger just to make the base a little bit wider, but I've made the length, I haven't got the width. Now the problem is we've got 4.8 going that way. We're supposed to have 3.8 going this way, but we've got 3.6 to 3.7 rather than chop the edge out. I'm just going to cut the oak down a little bit. And the oak is in my Land Rover because we loaded it up last night. And when I come up the slope, it nearly put my back window through. But we're all right. I took 100mm off of each oak sleeper on the edge, so that'll bring it in. So it's 3.6 meters, and then we're going to strap them together. We've got some heavy duty straps just for the long bits. So Callum cut them up earlier. These are heavy duty, but I've got light duty ones for the corners. So these are not as thick as them ones. And then we're just going to screw them together with these screws. They are 5x30mm. They're wax coated, so they might last a little bit. I fully expect them to rust out, but it doesn't matter. By the time that they do, this will be locked in anyway. It's just to hold it in place. The saw on the outside is going to keep it in place along with the post that's going to go in later, and then obviously the aggregate that we put inside, that will hold it. Okay, we're getting there. This is where we're at so far. I had to just use the nail gun and toenail in from each side. They are galvanised nails, they will rust out. I didn't want to fill in this track or this gap right here because we need to dig some posts in. So there's no point in filling it in with soil because we have to dig some of it back out. I thought I'd just peg it for now.
Taking it down. Hi guys, and today, what do I press? What do I press?
Flit hammer.
Flit hammer, and we are here with Aidan, the main man, and he's flit hammer number 2. What do I press?
Day 3. Just been saying to Callum, it feels like we've been going for a week already. It's how hard we've been working. I should say, the reason why I've gone for oak around here is because it can touch the soil and it won't rot out, so it'd be fine. If I got the normal softwood ones, it wouldn't work as well. And these are like B grade. I'll go through all the costs at the end. Crushed aggregate, it does have pipes and spoons in and stuff like that, but it's fine, it's just cheap. And I've got the hogging, it's not quite what I was expecting. I'll go and show you that in a second. Callum's just going to hose down this because we're going to whack a plate it in a minute, and that's going to keep down the dust. Right, so here's the hogging. I know it's a bit wet still, but I thought it'd just be lighter, and it looks like it's just got like normal stones in. It's similar to Breedon gravel, so it's basically 2 tonne of that and 2 tonne of the crushed aggregate. It's given us about 60mm each layer. I've done that because I'm trying to cheap out a little bit, but we still have room on top to put some decorative stone down if Lou's not happy with the hogging finish. We're going to compact this, but I've kept this back. I've put this on the board to keep it clean. This can be like the top dressing if you like, because there will be little dips and stuff, and we'll try and sort it out with that. It is raining. That's what it looks like at the moment. So as soon as we put it down, Lou started moaning a little bit. So she said, is the grey not meant to be on top and the brown's underneath? And I was like, no. And then she said, she went, what am I going to do with that then? Put grass on top of it? So she's basically saying it just looks like mud, which I kind of make her right in a way. It's got a higher clay content than I realised. Hogging is clay, sand and gravel, so it binds together. I was going for like the rustic kind of look, but I don't know, I think this might be a bit too much. Right, so that means I've got to get the wallet out again. Probably another 300 quid. There's the wood supply. This is for the trellis at the back. There's a post for the uprights, and then underneath we've got wood for raised beds. That's a separate project to this one, but still part of it really, but you won't see it on this video. Got to dig holes now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going 75 by 75 posts. They are brown treated ones, whatever. We're putting gravel in the bottom of the holes. I'm not sure it makes much of a difference. Does anyone know? Got influenced by Stuart and got some of this post wrap shit. So look, that's the bitumen there, and then this bit is just stuck on the other side. So every time I unwrapped it, look, bollocks. It's all on the wrong fucking side. See, look. That one's stuck. That one's not. I'm just going to cut here and here, and then just wrap that around the post, and then I'll cut another one and wrap it the opposite way. We will make it work. We got all the posts in last night. It was pretty dark, so we couldn't film it properly. Had to pack out because these are leaning in. And then once we got it in position with that, I put this in. And then if we needed to move it a tiny bit more, I put gravel in the bottom and just kind of like shifted it. And that would keep it in place. And then we done the post mix. Callum did put a little bit too much water in down this one. I did tell him. I said, you're putting in too much water. So what happens? That's fact. Shit, these ain't even set. Why are they not set? I wonder why there was a little paw print there. I was set further down. It's just that top bit. But I can get my finger in that far. Alright, it's not the end of the world, Cal. That's that. I think that will set in time, yeah? It's just the top, like, inch, it's just not gone off for whatever reason. I think Callum put too much water in, didn't you? I'm going to cut these down now. I did use the laser level last night just to mark out exactly what the lowest one's there, so I'm going to cut that one, and then it's going to step up just there. So I'm going to cut them whilst Callum fills in the holes. Schoolboy error, didn't charge the bloody battery for the nail gun last night, did we? That was Callum's job. I need to give him something else to do for now whilst I cut the battens down. Just in there, there's some bricks. Fancy that, yeah? We've done the back wall. The battens that I got, they was actually 4 foot long, so that's about, is it 1.22 meters? So I had to chop off a little bit on the ends for the actual, on the chop saw. Because we done that, we then painted in a little bit of, what's it called, wood treatment. We've run out of wood for what I wanted to do. I've only got that and that left, probably about 20 short, but I can make it work. We just need a few more of these. For the battens, I was initially going to get pallet wood and then just like mill it down basically. So I've got similar widths to this, but it worked out pretty much the same price just to buy these and then save the time actually chopping it down. Seeing as we need a few more, I've got a shitty pallet. We're just going to split that down. We do have a slight problem. Yesterday we was flying away with the PAS load, and I was going for 50 mil, 16 gauge. They was going through nice, stainless steel as well, so they're not going to rust. They'll stay in place, keep them slats right where they need to be. But by the time we got down to the 4th panel, the gun stopped working. I did try and strip it down and clean it, partially anyway. I just cleaned the spark bit, but it's not having it. So we had to swap over to the Titan. Yeah, so with the Titan, I only got 32 or up to 32 capacity in this gun, and it's only an 18 gauge. The nails are not as thick as a 16 gauge. So this is probably generally what most sheds are built out of. We're just getting it up for now. At some point in the next week or so, I'll strip the PAS load properly, clean it, and then re-nail it. So it's definitely going to stay in, otherwise these will end up coming off at some point. Go on. You fucking div. Okay, the Titan's given up, so we're still going to carry on. We haven't got much to do, so we're just going to separate these nails and then we can hammer flid them in. So the hogging's dried out now. That is the colour. Still not that nice though, is it? So we need an upgrade in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! There you go, that looks better, doesn't it? That is just one grab bag. I've got another one there. Oh my God, I've got too much. Doing the entranceway, so I've shutted off an area. That's where the rose arch thing's gonna sit on top of it. I'm just gonna fill it with concrete and then push in some of them old bricks. Well, you're going to have to go forwards at some point. Yeah. You can't drop it. Come on, push it. Push it. Yeah. No, go front on. We done that first thing this morning, and then we went on a little road trip and we picked up a little orange plant, yeah, and an olive tree. But before, I was looking at that, and then I was looking at the backside, and I was thinking, it's kind of nice that you don't see the joints. So I've got my Iroko, and we think we're just going to plate it on there. So we need something like this, which is about 12mm thick. I haven't got anything 12mm thick. So we're going to cut it down out of these two lumps. But my Axminster table saw is not set up yet. So we're going to try and do it on the bloody Titan. Plus I'm scared of this because this is the one where I nearly cut my thumb off. So let's carry on. Right, this is dry. It looks better, the rose arch, when it's bang up against this post here. So I might need to put a bigger post in. Well, extend it over here, if you know what I mean. But I need to take this off. I don't know what it's going to look like underneath, but I probably need to do. It's going to go from like whitish to like grey. It's probably going to look shit. I'll whack it off and see. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much broke the back of it anyway. This I will be restoring it. I need to get the rust off. Needs a bit of welding. Need to paint it. Lou needs to get more plants, climbing roses and stuff. These are the only two I'm going to get her. But yeah, it looks alright, doesn't it? So she can put climbing plants up here. There is a little bit of a problem though. You see this? Just looks like a bigger version of that. And this little one done a piss in it yesterday, didn't you? So what do you reckon, like lavender down the front here? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Oh, Lou doesn't want to call it the Tranquil Garden now. She wants to call it the Zen Garden. She needs to get some wind chimes, doesn't she, Millie? I also need to sort this out with the missing slats and stuff and refinish it. Probably refinish them as well. Is that your belly? I think I might get masonry paint on that. I've probably got some.
What do I press? What am I doing?
Just push the one on the side.
The red one.